Hi, my name is Sheila Mateo, and today I'm going to go ahead and take a few moments to discuss my final web quest, which I have done on social media and the effects it has on human development. I will begin first on my teacher page. My navigation section is here, so I will be clicking on different sections to go ahead and describe my web quest. So here we are at teacher page. And this explains why I decided to go ahead and pick the topic of social media. And if you have any further questions, I can be reached at sheila.mateo@laverne.edu. I decided to go ahead and focus on the following California state standards here in the areas of English language arts, subject area of health, and science and social studies. The grade level I decided to focus on is 6th through 8th, which is considered middle school. The length of time of my project is approximately 5 weeks, and what is needed is computer or laptop and internet access. Now, when you click to the site map here, I have a section here for evaluation, and this is where the students will be graded on their final project. So communication and collaboration between group members will be discussed. Research and goals will also be discussed and graded, and presentations and professionalism. So each section is broken up into 4 different categories: beginning, developing, qualified, and exemplary. So students will have access to this rubric and know exactly what they'll be graded on. Now I'm going to go take us to the introduction section. In this section, students will have a brief definition about and be able to understand what social media is and what human development is. On the tasks page, this explains the project goal, the introduction, and the different tasks I have numbered here, 1 through 10, that students will need to do in their groups. Now, when we click on Process 1, Project Agenda, here I have project-based learning, and this section will inform students of what tasks they will need to complete for the project. This project is meant to develop an in-depth inquiry, provide a voice for students, an opportunity to revise and reflect on a worldwide subject, how to persuade a public audience of their findings, and how to apply what they have learned into the real world. Again, it lists a time frame for the project, which is approximately 5 weeks, and students will both have time in and out of class to complete the assignment. I have broken up the project agenda into 5 different weeks: in class, on your own; week 2 in class, on your own; week 3 in class, on your own; week 4 and week 5. Now, in week 1, students will receive an introduction of what the WebQuest project will be about. The rubric that I mentioned earlier will be discussed, and expectations and learning outcomes, along with how long the project will be. Students will also be directed to go to wordpress.org and create their WordPress account that they will need to do for blog posts, and which will be used as a type of a discussion board between group members and other students. Students will also understand the roles, learn how to create Google Docs for the persuasive essay, a short quiz that they will use to distribute at the end of their presentations, how to develop a graphic organizer, an interviewer survey, and how to make an e-portfolio and a YouTube clip. In small group, students will also have the opportunity to collaborate and discuss their personal opinion on what they think the negative effects of social media has on human development, and use a graphic organizer to collect data that they can use for either their presentation or persuasive essay. And it is not till week 3 that students will begin creating their e-portfolio on Google Docs, begin discussing materials that they will need for their visual, which will either be a poster board or a video, discuss ideas for their flyer, persuasive essay, and quiz. Now on the subpages here, which is entitled Process 2 Supportive Materials, Handouts, and Resources, I have developed this for students to use as well. These are links for students to click on. So for example, if students are not sure how to use a graphic organizer or develop one, they would just click on this, and um, this is a sample of what I made up for a graphic organizer. I decided to put area of research, for example, would be cognitive development, the types of research I plan to use for my project, what I would like to learn, and by the end of the project, I will be able to understand the following. A graphic organizer just helps students organize their information and exactly what they're looking for. Um, Now, if students wanted to go ahead and see the student survey that I have made up um, to give to a minimum of 5 different people, they can click on it and this will pop up. And this survey will be used to collect quantitative data and as well as qualitative data to include in their presentation or their essay. Now, if students wanted to click on a link about what what effect social media has on just the general public, they would click on health news and it would come up here. Or here is another one, social networking and social media. And they would type that in there. So this is just used to help students find out other information. If you click on the technology section, I have broken each section into, uh, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different areas. I gave each students directions on how to develop a WordPress account and learn how to blog, how to develop a Diigo account, how to create a graphic organizer and a flyer on Google Docs, how to develop an e-portfolio, and how to create a YouTube video using Snagit. Again, here is another sample of a social media flyer that I did. Here is the sample survey that students can use and the graphic organizer that students can use as well that I have embedded in the materials section. And here's my conclusion. My teacher page and conclusion includes the Common Core standards for grade level 6 through 8. So adults and students can understand what their learner outcomes are. I have listed the project driving task. Again, the English language arts area and extension resources, just in case students had more information about the topic that I have done my web quest on. I found these particular resources to be very helpful, especially for me, and I found them to be very easy to navigate. So I went ahead and listed these as extension resources. So this concludes my web quest on social media and the negative effects it can have on human development. I thank you for your time, and again, if you have any questions, you can email me again at sheila.mateo@laverne.edu.